Hey everybody, welcome to Zen Tarot. My name is Julie. I'm going to do a pick a deck reading for you today. So take a look at the decks in front of you and choose which one might be resonating with you more. We've got deck number 1 with the Black Tarot card deck. So I will be using these cards for your reading. Pile number 2, deck number 2, we've got Zen Tarot. I'll be using those cards for your reading. Pile number 2. And number 3, we've got the Lightseers Tarot deck. So I'll be using those cards for your reading. So see which cards might be resonating with you, and I will see you over at the reading. Hey there, pile number 1. Thanks so much for stopping by. You have chosen the Black Tarot deck, one of my favorite decks, a deck that we can really do some shadow work with and look at what we are dealing with as far as the energy of shadow work. So yeah, let's get right into it. Let's look at the mind space with the Black Tarot cards for pile number 1. Let's take a look at the mind space. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? Group number 1, what do they want to talk about, Spirit? 7 of Cups and the 2 of Wands. Making a decision, looking at a decision, preparing for a decision. 7 of Cups, so feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Which way do I go? What do I choose here? There's so many options in front of you. Maybe you're about to make a big change, or you're about to make a big move, and so the possibilities are endless, and maybe that's holding you in fear a little bit, or holding you back from moving into this decision. You don't want to be overwhelmed now. It's like you're about to move into this brand new house built from the ground floor up, but you don't want to make all the decisions, right? Of what color the paint and the carpet and the cabinets and the handles and it's just so many decisions that you're kind of holding back on purchasing that brand new house. Maybe we'll look at something already built. 8 of Swords on the bottom of the deck, up in your head about this. All right, let's see. What else? So the overall energy is a theme of a decision here, but not wanting to be overwhelmed. So tell me what led up to this in the mind space. The Empress and the 4 of Pentacles here, holding on, worrying about taking a loss in this big move, or worrying about making the wrong decision here. The Empress being open to receive. So you're open to receiving it, but then you're fearful of the receipt here. It's almost a fear of success, or a fear of it working out. It's like you're putting your resume out there, but you're almost afraid that somebody will respond and say, yeah, you're perfect, because then the decisions need to be made. But it tells me you're tired of waiting. You're tired of just sitting and waiting for something to happen. So you've made that first step in making something happen and creating the change that you want to see here. You've taken that first step. And so that makes you really nervous, because before it was just an idea, just a maybe a musing, right? Maybe that would be fun, or wouldn't that be nice? And then you've taken this first step, like you put a down payment on something, or you've just taken this first step into that direction. It's like, oh boy, do I really want this? Do I really want this right now? It feels a little overwhelming. So yeah. So what's next? What's next in the mind space? What's coming in next now? What's the next thought now in the mind space? Next thought now that this first step has been taken in the mind space. The King of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Look at that. And they all came out really, really in the challenge position here. So the King of Cups, maybe somebody is really, really feeling against this, or putting some pressure on you. But we've got the counterparts here with the Emperor and the Empress here. So there does seem to be some kind of partnership. Page of Pentacles, really slow moving energy, but very stable, very solid energy. So maybe there's a King of Cups following their heart, or really wanting to follow their heart. It's causing you to have to make some kind of decision here with the 2 of Wands up in the ether, and you're not sure if you're up to par with starting over, or changing things up so much in your life. But somebody is really feeling this in the heart space, really feeling this need to move into this direction here. They're feeling very confident about it, very stable about it. Wow, this King of Cups, Emperor energy coming in here. So Aries and water signs coming in here. Wow. Okay. Well, let's see what's in the emotions for you. Let's see what's in the heart space for you. How are you feeling about this? Tell me more what's going on in the heart space with this reading. What is going on in the heart space? The Queen of Spears here. The Queen of Pentacles. Oh my God. a lot of royalty here. You're really wise in things. You're wise in your decisions. You don't want to jump into anything. You don't want to take unnecessary risks either. You're very, very wise with your money. Very wise. You invest wisely. You move wisely with your money. Somebody's trying to follow their heart, follow their dreams, and maybe that's difficult for you to do. Oh, there's the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Ooh, this is going to teach you a big lesson of just really, really letting go and trusting your heart more instead of being so logical. Maybe you're an air sign and you're very logical. This could be you're very practical and you like to wait, you like to save, you like to hold back, you like to plan, and somebody's coming in on a whim and saying they want to let's soar, let's fly, let's do this, and you just you're feeling like, are they, I'm hearing Leroy Jenkins, just flying into a situation here, and you're just like, whoa, can we afford this? Interesting. All right, let's see. What else in the heart space? What else in the heart space for this reading? What else in the heart space about this? Tell me more. Tell me more about how they're feeling in the heart space about this. How are they feeling in the heart space? Group number 1, Spirit, tell me about in the heart space how they are feeling about this. No, I'm asking the wrong question. Okay. What else do we want to know in the heart space? What's the future? What's the future feeling in the heart space after this move? There's clearly a move here, Spirit. So what's the future? Knight of Cups, again, very, very slow moving energy, but this is bringing in some kind of emotion, some kind of very stable offer here. And the Sun, oh my God, this lights you up. This is so exciting. This is a brand new adventure because you are not one to be very spontaneous. 6 of Wands, look at that. It came out in reverse. And the 10 of Wands, the burden. So yeah, look at this. There's just some kind of letting go of the facade or taking off the mask or quitting that high corporate job to go van lifing it, right? This is such a big change. This is you saving for your nest egg and then really just letting it go. Just being like, you know what, tomorrow's going to come. And let's see what happens. It's you releasing the need to control it and to plan it all out here. So this is huge. This is really, really big for you. You're letting go of that burden of holding on, of saving, of waiting for the rainy day. It's just like that rainy day may never come. And then I can't take it all with me. I just can't take it with me. So I'm forsaking today for the idea that I'm going to be safe tomorrow. And there's no promise. There's just no guarantee. So you are letting go of the idea that you have to plan this out or that you have to hold on or you have to save every penny and for that rainy day. And it's just like, you know what? But the sun's been out. Sun's been out for a really long time and I've still got my umbrella waiting for the rain to fall, right? I've still got that protection over me, that insurance policy over me. And then that storm can come and just wipe me out anyway. So what is the use? What is the use? And this King of Cups, this Emperor King of Cups energy is the one that showed you the light there, that showed you that you can do this slow and steady, but you've got to jump into the now. You've got to stop trying to get that full protection. There are no guarantees. No one ever said you are guaranteed if you do this, and this. If you save it all, if you protect every bone in your body, there's no guarantee that it won't get broken one day, that bone won't break one day. There's just no guarantee. So yeah, you're learning this very, very valuable lesson of letting go. All right, in the foundation, in the daily of this, in the daily of this, in the daily of this for group 1, let's look at the foundation of this. Whew, this is beautiful. This is a massive letting go. The Lovers, yes, the King of Swords, the 4 of Swords, Page of Cups, and the 6 of Pentacles here. Real reciprocity in your money here, finances here. As soon as you let go of that real tight grasp, things can flow in much easier. It's just you've been holding on so tightly that nothing could get in and nothing could get out here. It's just you were being very much a miser of your emotions, of your money, of your feelings, just holding on, because one day I'm going to express myself. One day I'm going to really show the world what I'm thinking here, what I'm feeling here. And it's just, yeah, slow and steady. Let those out in short bursts or you're going to explode one day, or it's going to be tower moment. If you don't let some of that air escape, if you don't let some of that pressure ease up that you've put on yourself here. And so there's a King of Cups here. You turn into the King of Swords here, where you're very, very wise anyway. You're understanding that all can be true, that I can have a very tight grasp on my own kingdom here and still go off into into other countries here. Still go off and explore while this is handling itself here. So you're very wisely invested. You're very, very smart. And yeah, it's time to let go of that need to control it. Let go of that, release it, and so much more can get in with you. So much more can get in. You just really, as soon as you open those arms, you let go of the idea that you have a reputation to save, or that you have a kingdom to save, and that you're the only one that can do it here. You let go of that. Came out in reverse, which is a reputation. You kind of let go of the idea that you have to hold up some kind of facade or some kind of look, and you just jump right into the next timeline here, right into the next. I'm going to enjoy life instead of planning for it, right? Life is what happens while we're busy planning for it. Hanged man, you've been doing this for a very long time, 12 years, if I had to take a guess. It is the number 12, the hanged man. And this is a real epiphany for you. It's seeing everything differently. It's seeing the other side of savings. It's seeing the letting go, the charity work now, the service now to others, and the giving of what you have received here. And it brings in so much more, just so much more. It opens up the floodgates, and now you've got more than you could have ever possibly imagined as soon as you let go of that need to control it here. So absolutely beautiful. So pile number 1, hold on to your hats, because everything is about to change for you. You're about to really get a taste of what it's like to truly surrender and to let go. So yes, enjoy that ride. All right, pile number 1, thank you so much for stopping by. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Leave me a comment if you liked this reading, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed already, I would love to have you here on the channel. Building a great community here, so welcome. All right, pile number 1, sending you all my love and light. Well, hey there, pile number 2. Let's get into your reading. You have chosen the ZEN-TAROT deck. So let's get right into your reading for pile number 2. Let's see. What is this overall reading about for pile number 2? Spirit, let's get some messages for group number 2. Group number 2, ZEN-TAROT card. Sorrow. Oh, group number 2, coming here to feel a little bit better about some grief or some pain here. Hate to see that. I hate to see that. The 9 of Swords coming in as the overall theme. So you may be grieving someone, or letting go, or saying goodbye, or oh my God, have I been there? So yeah, let's see. We are the world. Look at the connection. Look at this understanding that is coming to you though. So beautiful. Okay, let's see. What are you thinking about right now? Group number 2, what is on your mind? What do you want to talk about? Group number 2? Consciousness. Again, it's going deeper, but finding the bigger understanding here. Gaining the bigger understanding here. Beautiful. Look at that third eye just really opening up, glowing now. You're seeing so much further beyond the veil here. Wow. You had to really say goodbye to somebody here. Look at this, clinging to the past, all up in your head with the memories of them, with the idea of them, the smell of them. Oh God, it's just, this is real grief here. You're grieving, you're saying goodbye. Somebody traveling here. So maybe that's the loved one that seems to have passed over. What else in the mind space? For group number 2? Ordinariness came out in reverse. You know, this card always reminds me, I lost my dad in 2022. And this card always reminds me, I remember I went to the store. You know, I'm almost 60. It shouldn't hurt that bad to lose your dad, but it did. And I remember going to the store, and I was looking in the freezer section, and I was just frozen there. I was staring at something with the freezer door open for far too long, because my head was with my father, right? My head was with well, at that time, everything we had gone through, he had cancer, pancreatic cancer. So we had really gone through a lot. But it just seemed like the world was just going by. People were going in and out of the freezer. They were turning around and getting stuff off the shelves. And I thought, how can you do this? How can you just live your life as if nothing has happened? You know, I wanted to scream at these strangers, don't you know? So yeah, this is what this is reminding me of. It's just like you've been taken out of your ordinary life, taken out of your normal existence here, and then forced to be to live, to keep breathing in this new existence. So yeah, oh my God, group 2, I am so with you. Just keep breathing. Anything else in the mind space for group 2? Anything else in the mind space? Fighting. Look at this. You were fighting for something, or they were fighting and you were helping them to fight. You were, putting in the battle, putting in the time, putting in the hours here. And then sometimes it just doesn't work. It's just, everyone has their own karma, their own things they're living out here or dying out here. So, but yeah, you were in battle mode. You were going to do anything you could to keep this person with you. Wow, group two, you will be okay. You will move beyond this. It's really a matter of just keep continuing to breathe here until some time comes in, until you can get to the other side of this grief, which is love, and the memories, the good memories start flooding in. For a long time, all I saw was my dad sick, and he was just so thriving. He had such a wonderful life, 86 years on this earth. But in my head, what was ingrained was the bedridden father, the balding father, because his hair, I remember when I had to shave his head, those memories, that's what this reminded me of as soon as it came out, was my dad. It was the hardest thing I ever had to do, but we tried to make it funny. We tried to make it fun. And it was beautiful in hindsight now that 2 years have gone by. But when 6 months had gone by, look at the number 6 with the dream. It's a whole different story for me. Whole different story. What's in the heart space? What are you feeling right now? Tell me what group 2 is feeling right now, Spirit. What is group 2 feeling? Turning in. It's hard to shut down. It's hard to forget. It's hard to really just let yourself go and drift off and rejuvenate and regenerate here. Yeah, guided meditation will serve you well. It's time to shut down the voice. The voice, maybe you didn't do enough, or you weren't there enough, or you could have done more, right? That's the feeling everyone has when you're in grieving. You just want somebody to blame, and so you usually turn it on yourself. I could have done more. I should have done more. I remember that time when they wanted this and I didn't get it for them, right? Like all of these regrets. And Spirit is here loud and clear saying, you are an earth angel. You very much took care of this person. You very, very much did everything you could at the time. You had everything you could with the resources you had at hand. So it's time to ease up on yourself. It's time to forgive yourself and understand that you did a phenomenal job. You did a phenomenal job loving this person out. And don't forget, don't forsake yourself. The life is for the living here. Don't forget. So just keep breathing. Just keep letting these memories flood you, because they're going to. There's no stopping them. I've learned this. The more I tried to push it away, the longer I was just extending it. It's like a forbearance on your mortgage, right? It's great because you have these months that you don't have to pay your mortgage, but at the end of that, it's going to hurt, right? When you could have been done, you could have been out. But grief has no timestamp on it. So yeah, this is all in divine timing and all up to you. Look at aloneness. You're feeling very, very alone, very disconnected, very much like an orphan now, and that's just really, really hard. I understand that too as well. Exhaustion. My God, you've been burning the midnight oil, trying to do everything you can so you don't have any regrets. You just don't want any regrets. Oh my God, dear one, you have really, really outdone yourself here. You've outdone yourself. It's time for a break. It's time to rest. It's time to slowly close your eyes and not let those fears in that it wasn't enough. Yeah. What else in the heart space? What else in the heart space for group 2? What else for group 2? Group 2. Understanding and sharing. Look at that. Oh, look at this and letting go. Oh, yes. This is what it's all about here. Just really, really being able to let go. Just let Spirit soothe you right now. If you're pushing, I want to see them. I want to feel them. You are at all times, but grief is the great divider. It takes some time. There's a settlement period, or it has to do with the veil of grief. There's just nothing that can get through for a minute. It's just, you have to give that time to have that clear a little, enough for them to be able to get in. So I still haven't had, any real clear dreams of my father or real visions of my father, but my sister has. So isn't that interesting? We've dealt with our grief differently, and yet she's had these very vivid dreams. And I'm waiting, right? I'm waiting. And I know once we get in that waiting mode, that's what's keeping it away, because we're waiting for it. And so nothing is quite good enough. It's not that sign we were waiting for. So I don't want to set myself up for failure there, but it looks like I have already done that. All right, group two. Look at this beautiful dove of peace, this understanding, this moment where you get to let go and you're almost crying and laughing at the same time. It's just now the good memories are starting to flood in. Now it's like the montage with the happier music, right? You're going back through the years. You're really taking a look at this relationship here. So it's not so haunting. It takes a while. It took me a very long time to forget that hospital bed, and when he was thriving, have him walking right into the door, thriving in my imagination. So it's finally starting to happen. So yeah, hang in there. It's still never going to be the same, because you're still kind of walking this earth alone now. You can't be that person that you were when you were with that person, right? And in different times. So I understand that the last year of my dad's life, I was a different person with him than I had been my entire life growing up. So we adjust accordingly, we act accordingly, and that's what Spirit wants to remind you, is that you acted accordingly. You did everything you could do with the resources that you had at hand. So yeah, energy coming through real strong. This big resounding thank you for sharing your life, for forsaking your happiness for a minute to make sure I had everything I need. There's just a real gratitude coming through the cards, and that real understanding that ease up on yourself with the grief. Just understand that this is the other side of love. If you weren't grieving to this extent, you wouldn't be able to love to this extent, right? Obviously. So yeah. All right, let's look at the daily on you. Let's look at the daily in the foundation for group number 2. Let's look at the daily. What is going on in the daily life of group number 2 here? Daily life. Totality and the burden. Yeah, look at this, pulling it all together, keeping it together here. There's just this moment where you're feeling like you're on the ground with all the 10 swords in your back almost. I'm seeing the 10 of swords with, what is it, the modern day witch tarot, where she's on the ground with all the swords in her back and she's like, I'm okay, or everything's okay, or something like this. One of my favorite cards. Because you still have that smile on your face. You still have that compassion in your heart for others. You haven't shut that down, but you're really grieving right now. And so that feels like a very heavy burden. And it is. The burden of grief is suffocating at times, but it's like getting the wind knocked out of you in a minute. And who knows how long that will take, that minute. You're going to suck in the air, right? You're going to suck it in. It's like life will force you to breathe. Life will sustain itself. And then you start to get to the other side of it. Then you start to laugh at the things that had gone on, even in your darkest hour here, when everyone pulled together to bring that last laugh to someone here. So beautiful group number 2. This is just sacred. This reading is pure sacredness here, with the connection to those who have passed on, who have died, who have passed away here. I'm hearing this thing on YouTube and all over about being unalive, because they don't want to say the words passed away or dead, or I'm not quite sure, but I just don't know how I feel about that. Because death is such a normal, natural part of life. This is what my father truly believed. He was agnostic. And he was the most Christ-like agnostic person ever, because he really walked the walk. He knew that this life, he had to be everything that he could be, because this was it. And he thought it was lights out. He was very happy with this. It made his passing away so much easier, not easier, nothing is going to be easy, but comforting to us, because he had no fear of death. There was no judgment for him. He had done everything he could. So I loved that. And I'm feeling him coming through this. And to really try to impress upon someone is, yeah, you did everything you could. Shut your eyes, go to sleep, take that break, take that rest. You so deserve it. We can get in and rejuvenate you and really uplift you and help you through this once you start breathing, once you start, because then we can get in. We can get in once you start letting go. All right, what else? Any last advice? Last advice for group number 2 here for the ZEN-TAROT deck. This was such a beautiful reading. Don't isolate yourself. It came out in the challenge position. It's challenging to reconnect. It's challenging to engage in your life. You're going to go through this little apathetic stage here where you're not going to care. You're not going to care because the pain was so intense. It's like that adrenaline or that dopamine release when you really get hurt, right? When you cut yourself, you don't feel it for a minute. And then you see the blood start seeping and it's like, oh my God, I'm hurt, right? It takes a minute. You're numb for a minute. God does that on purpose, or else it would take us out, this kind of grief. But don't isolate yourself. Really, really open up to those around you and tell them how you're feeling. Tell them that you have had these really hard days and that grief is a mother, yes, you know what, and you will survive. You will survive. Just keep breathing, keep communicating, keep talking about this. Do not let this person's memory fade away because it makes you too upset to talk about them. That's just such a disservice, an injustice to their memory, right? And do not focus solely on how they left this earth. Really, really go back to how they loved and lived and thrived on this earth. And never forget, they do not want you to forsake your life mourning theirs. Theirs is over. Life is for the living. And that's the last thing that they want. They did not forsake their lives. They've lost their parents. They lost people that they loved. No one gets out of here unscathed, right? And they did not forsake their life to just mourn the others who had gone here. So just remember that. Just remember that. But don't be too hard on yourself. Give yourself a break here. And try not to isolate. Try not to just pull it in so far that you're going to be unreachable to those that love you, because they love you and they want to help you through this. So allow them to. All right, group number 2, silence. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay to be alone. It's okay to be sad. You know, my dad used to say this to my mom. They were married 65 years. This is the most heartbreaking thing I've ever seen in my life. For all of us. It's just ripped our family apart. But my dad used to tell her and made me promise him that it's okay to get sad. It's okay, because my mom and I and my daughter even have a tendency to fall into depression. And he knew this. He said, it's okay to get sad, but don't get too deep that nobody can reach you. Don't get too far into depression that you can't hear any of us. So just remember that, group 2. That's my dad's words of wisdom to you. All right. Oh, God, am I sending you all my love and light? And boy, do I get it. So I'm here. Leave me a comment. Leave others a comment. Don't isolate. Just really reach out, because others know. They know how you feel. They're there with you, or they have been. So yeah, where you are now, I once was, and where I am, you too shall be, applies very much to grief, because time really does heal some wounds. All right, group 2, hang in there. I am sending you all my love and light. And yeah, I hope to see you back on the channel soon. Well, hey there, pile number 3. You have chosen the Lightseers Tarot deck, one of my favorite tarot decks. So let's get right into this reading. Spirit, can you tell me about group number 3? Group number 3, what is the overall theme of this reading about? What is the overall theme about here for group number 3, Spirit? Group number 3. Whew. Look at this, walking away from betrayal. 2 of Swords at a crossroads, and the Magician manifesting a new beginning here. You're walking away from something, really, really letting it go. You're either at a crossroads now, or this crossroads forced you out here. It forced you to move on and to find something new. And a new beginning is what this is all about with the Magician here, manifesting something new with you. Yeah, that's beautiful. Let's see. I'm curious what that 10 of Swords is about, and this crossroads seems to be quite big in your energy. All right, what are you thinking about? What is on your mind? What do you want to talk about? Group number 3, what do you want to talk about? What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What is in the mind space for group number 3? Queen of Wands, look at this. Look at this. Your ideas are very fiery. You're on fire right now. It's just like you can't lose. You can't lose whatever this is, whatever idea or dream or and whenever you're looking at it, you light up. You light up. Wow, is that a person? Is that a place? Or is that a thing? I'm curious. What are you lighting up about here? Let's see. I want to get a card to see what you're looking at. What are you looking at? What are you looking at here in the mind space? What are you looking at? What is lighting you up? The 7 of Wands. Look at that. It's almost like a following here, like you're following some kind of guru, but this guru is looking elsewhere or looking away here. So interesting. So interesting. This is about your spiritual ascension here. You rising up well beyond the pettiness or the drama. It's like you're walking away from some kind of drama. But yeah, you are just really looking away from something. I thought you were looking at something, but it's looking away from something that's making you so happy. And it just goes right into that pit of your belly. You're finally getting this warm rush of security, of safety here. Look at the solar plexus chakra. It's like you were holding it in your hand here. And then you just make a wish. I see that, you know, those wishes, those weeds that you, I mean, are they weeds? The wish flowers? I don't know. But yeah, so it's reminding me of is that is your wish. I want to follow my own inner voice. I want to follow my own inner calling here. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Getting your thoughts clear. You are very much cleaning house in the mind space here. I love that. I love that. Really clearing it out so you can be this magician here, this beautiful manifester. And walking away. It's all about you walking out, leaving, moving out, moving on here. 8 of Cups, right underneath the crossroads here. So some kind of decision came in. It really is, it gives you this entrepreneurship feeling here, very independent. It's almost like moving out away from a support system here or on your own. Maybe you haven't lived on your own for a very long time. You know, maybe you were with someone or married or committed and you've been really working together as a team. And now Spirit is saying, time to walk out that door, time to go see what you can do on your own now. You are the magician here. Puts you at a bit of a crossroads. The Hermit. Look at this Virgo energy coming into the mix here. Finding yourself. It's like I'm picturing Julia Roberts here with Eat, Love, Pray, right? Or Eat, Pray, Love here. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. Walk out of your chaotic, drama-filled life here. It's just you're walking away from the pettiness, from the drama. It's like turning off the Real Housewives. I was addicted for so many years with the Real Housewives. And then it just got, my God, so petty. It's like, you know, you people have rich people problems. Like, I wish. And then it's just time to turn it off. Now it's just background. Now it's annoying me. Now you're getting under my skin here. Now the drama is too much here. I'm looking for peace. I'm looking for serenity. I'm looking for that next sunrise here. I'm going to leave the fire behind. Look at somebody all heated up about something. Those are emotions. Just really heated up, just really fiery emotions in there. And you're just like, yeah, done. You guys fight that out. It's just like throwing a bone to the dogs here and you just walking away. Don't care. I know you're trying to ration, but leave me out. I'd rather go fishing in that beautiful ocean. Look at this. What's in the heart space? What's in the heart space for you? For group number 3, what's in the heart space? What are you feeling? What are you feeling right now? Tell me what you're feeling right now. Group number 3. Look at this. The 8 of Swords came out in reverse. And the 4 of Swords. That really nesting now. Taking care of yourself now. Mending that beautiful heart now. You're very protected. Spirit is giving you this protection to feel safe right now. So you can really, really go to sleep. So you can really, really relax and let go. 8 of Swords. You're getting out of your own head here. all of these scenarios, all of these maybe, possibly, could be, right? All these fears that were thrown at you with the 10 of Swords up there really got under your skin. Just really, again, you couldn't hear it anymore. I'm not listening. I'm not listening. It's like do, right? You had your fingers in your ears and it was falling on deaf ears with you. Could not hear one more, could not take one more bite of what they were trying to feed you. And you turned around and you walked away. You walking out, mic drop, group number 3 out. Are you still here? Are you still listening to this? Because you've moved on. You've moved on. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. You're on to mend your heart. All right, what's your advice? What's your advice in the heart space for group number 3? Group number 3. I wonder if you're still listening. Let's see. Where are you at now? Emotionally. Group number 3. Oh my God, right? Look at this. That is hilarious. That's hilarious. All right, spirit. In your heart, in your mind, you're really disconnected now. You're really gone. You don't care. So you don't care what the others are doing behind you. You don't care what's going on at the workplace that you have just walked out on. You don't care what's going on with the spouse or the partner that you've just broken up with. You're not checking out their social media. You're not checking out with their friends to see who are they seeing? What are they up to? You have truly, this is a beautiful disconnect. You've just energetically disconnected from some kind of drama, from some kind of chaos here that you were done with. All right, so we get that message loud and clear. Let's look at the daily. Let's look at the foundation of this for group number 3. Tell me about the daily life for group number 3, Spirit. The daily life for group number 3. Death and rebirth. And look at this with the Hierophant. The beautiful ascension. That's what it is. You've simply moved on. Congratulations to who is resonating with this, because you've truly moved on. You're seeing life differently. You're seeing possibilities, things that could be. With the 2 of Swords up in your mind space here, you're taking off that blindfold, those restrictions, those things that you would never dare dream to do, that you really would blow people's minds if they knew that you were doing this, if they knew that you had booked this cruise or gone on this safari or planned this getaway, this escape from your daily life. They would have never dreamed it. It's like having this dream job that most people are aspiring to do here, and you just, but it's not everything. It's not enough. I want more. And just walking out the door here. It's just so beautiful. It's just rising up. It's a true change in your vibration, an absolute change in your vibration. You just change the channel here. My God, seeing life completely differently now that you've walked out. Whew. All right. Anything else? What else in the foundation in the daily with this? What else for group number 3 on this big walkout? Where are you going? To celebrate. The 4 of Wands is a huge celebration here. The victory. Look at the 1111 with the tiki torches behind in the background now. It's just universally ordered for this to happen. This is absolutely divinely orchestrated for you to do this, especially this year with the 8 here, the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Swords, the number 8. 2024 is a number 8 year. We're coming to the end of it. You're just, as this year ends out, you're just really, you're done. You're not even closing the door behind you. It's just, why would you? It's not coming after you anyway. You're done with it. Like, who wants to bully someone who doesn't care? They can't get under your skin. They can't trigger you. They can't pull you back in with their drama. You just shut the TV down. You just shut the drama down. It's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful. All right. So you're celebrating. You are absolutely celebrating this big change. And the 5 is all about a change. Fives are about the change. God, this is glorious. All right. Look at the Queen of Cups, the heart's fulfillment, you going after your own holy grail now. This is your holy grail. This means everything to you. This means this was your last chance to do this. This was somehow your last chance to really change it up. Maybe before you got too old, or you didn't have the resources. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But by the end of this year, you just really, it's like changing lanes now, changing time lanes. By the time December's fizzling out and January is coming in, you're already well embedded in this magician newness of yours, in this solo act of yours now. It's just really, let's see what happens now. But I'm going after my heart's fulfillment, no one else's. All right, last word of advice for group number 3, Spirit. Last words of advice for group number 3, this brand newness. It's really exciting. I can feel the excitement. I just feel like, wow, I don't know what's around the corner here. I don't know what's around the bend here, but that's the whole point. I don't want to know. I think that's why I felt you just kind of disconnect from this reading. It's like, I don't want to know. I want to be surprised. I want to have that surprise party that I really don't know about. Nobody hinted. I didn't feel any weird vibes. I want to feel what it's like to truly, truly be surprised. And look at this group number 3. My God, look at this with the sun and the chariot. Wow. This is piercing. This is pure joy. This is you following your bliss. You just moving on. I mean, the chariot is really fast energy out because you've learned the lesson, you've learned the dance, you've learned the game. And so you're on to the next game. You're on to the next one because you just can't hang around here and just keep doing this again. It's just, wow. It's just out, really done. Ace of Wands. This has been inspired, been sent to you from the divine here. Wow. Your third eye is just wide open, traveling, a whole different way now, navigating through a whole different way. Look at the major arcana and the Page of Wands, going after your fire, going after your passion. You don't want to know. Just don't tell me, Spirit. Just don't tell me. Don't tell me. I want to be surprised. And so you are going to be hella surprised come 2025 here. Wow. This is beautiful. Group number 3. Okay. Well, if you're still listening, it's just like you're getting further and further away because you are done with something. You're done with this. You don't even want to hear about it. You don't even want, it's like, I know. I thank you, Captain Obvious, with this card reading. All right, let's end it. Group number 3, this is fantastical. I'm sending you all my love and light. Group number 3, leave me a comment. Let me know if this resonated at all. If you really are just out of here. I mean, maybe I'm just hearing like crickets for some reason. So yeah, it's really, really great. You didn't even turn the light off. Like, I'm not paying that electric bill anymore. Don't care. I'm going solar. I'm going independent here. I have everything I need. I'm going solar powered here. All right, group number 3. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you do. And hit that likes button. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And I'll see you at the next reading.